season to be jolly. Fa la 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 la. Happy holidays, my lovely friends, family. I hope you are keeping well in this festive season. So today I'm here again with a new video after a very long time. I've been away. I was a little bit unwell, but now I'm back and I thank God for restoring back my life. Now, I just want to take you through how I made this delicious Christmas cake. This Christmas cake, I did it on a budget. This is a traditional British cake, Christmas cake. It's made of rum and some fruits. And Christmas cakes are made in so many different ways. You can add as many fruits as you wish. You can use alcohol, you can use rum, you can use whiskey, and if you don't want alcohol, you can just use fruit. It's very rich in fruits. So for today, I will just take you through how I made mine on a budget. I just add some few fruits, and that's what I wanted to use because due to my health condition, and I also want to enjoy the cake just a little. So I decided not to use so many sweet fruits. Just watch the video up to the end and you will get to know how we ended up here. Without further ado, I will start by soaking my dry fruits. I've added in raisins, that is dark chocolate, and golden. I've just added 2 tablespoons of cognac. You can add as many fruits as you wish, and you can use any fruit of your choice. And also any liquor of your choice or even fruit juice. Like I said, this is on a budget, so this is all I had and I don't want to go out of my budget. So I will wrap it in a cling film and I will keep it in my fridge for 3 days. I will go ahead and split roasted groundnut. This is just an ordinary groundnut. You can use any nut of your choice and you can put as many as you wish. And then place it in a tight container and put it aside for our baking day. So today we want to bake our cake. It's with 3 days. Grease the baking tin very well. Then line it with the parchment paper. Place the parchment paper at the bottom. This will prevent our cake to brown so fast. And another parchment paper will wrap it all over the tin above the height of the tin. This is to prevent our cake from browning so fast. The fruit cake is baked on a low heat and also for a longer time. Hence, we need to protect it from too much heat. My soaked fruits are here. Ensure you remove them from the fridge earlier so that it settled down to be on a room temperature. I'm going to add these pineapple fillings. This is a leftover from my previous pineapple cake. It was made from pineapple fruits, just pineapple jam. Just added it into my soaked dry fruits and I'm gonna mix it. Guys, if you're coming across my video for the first time, feel welcome, and if you like this kind of content, consider subscribing and like this video. Press the notification bell, you get notified whenever I upload a new video. I will add in my groundnuts and give it a good mix and set aside. I will use orange zest, both orange zest and lemon zest. So I'm just going to zest my orange. Ensure you don't grate up to the white part. And both lemon zest and orange zest are about half a teaspoon. And I will also use the same orange to squeeze the juice out of it. Mixing orange zest and lemon zest is just something else. It's gonna take this cake to a different level. It's very flavorful, I tell you. Kindly let me know if you're gonna try this recipe and give your family a special treat this Christmas. As you can see,
The ingredients are very minimal and they are just there in your kitchen. Give it a good mix and set aside. I will squeeze the juice out of this orange, and I realized my orange was not so juicy, so I added another half orange. Guys, if you haven't liked this video up to this point, what are you still waiting for? Give me a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe if you haven't for more amazing recipes like this. This is a channel where delicious meals made simple and easy. Watch the video up to the end if you want to know how I made this. Now I'm going to make caramel. To make caramel, you need some sugar. So in your pan, just heat your pan in a low heat and add sugar. That is a quarter cup of sugar. Let it melt until all the sugar has melted. You don't need to stir it, just swirl the pan a little. Then add in water, a quarter cup. Stir it a little and let it simmer for about 30 seconds. My caramel is ready, so I will set it aside to cool. And this is what I'm going to use to brown my cake. It's a substitute of molasses. Now I'll go ahead and measure my dry ingredient. I'm going to use all-purpose flour. This is 250 grams. Then I'm gonna sift it. I will sift it together with the baking powder. Add a teaspoon of baking powder and a quarter teaspoon of bicarbonate soda. And I will spice my flour with some spices. This is all cardamom seeds and ginger powder. So I'm gonna add it in my flour and give it a good mix. Then I will add some flour in a bowl of my fruit mixture, and this is to prevent the fruits from sinking to the bottom of the cake. Just coat the fruits well. I will measure the sugar. I'm going to use 70 gram. Remember, most of the fruits have sugar, so you don't need to use a lot of sugar here for creaming. I will also measure my margarine and I will cream them using the hand mixer. Is to make the work easy, and you can as well use the wooden spoon or even a whisk. Adding sugar, and I will cream it further until light and frothy. In a separate bowl, crack your eggs. I will use 3 medium eggs. In a bowl of the margarine and sugar, I'll add the eggs one at a time and beat it until it's well combined. I hope by this time you've given me a thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe if you haven't. Support my channel and let us grow together. Thank you. Adding in vanilla essence, 1 teaspoon. Give it a whisk to mix with the butter. I'm adding caramel. This will give my cake a brown color and also a very good flavor of caramel. And adding in orange juice, and I'll give it a good stir. Then I'll go in with my flour. Just using the spatula, I'll just fold it round. Then coming to the center. At this point, preheat your oven to 180 degree. Thereafter, we'll reduce the temperature to 160 and bake the cake for 90 minutes. This is a dense cake. It's being baked on a low temperature and takes longer time to bake. Then I will add in my fruits. adding in everything, and then I'm going to fold it in a circular motion, going around and to the center until everything comes together and well combined. My butter is ready. I will transfer it to my baking tin lined with parchment paper. So just transfer everything in there. Pole pole, the butter is thick. Level it a bit, then tap it down a little. This is to release the air bubbles. Then I'm going to garnish it with some groundnut on top to make it more beautiful after it's baked. Once done, take it to your preheated oven and reduce the temperature to 160. Bake it for 50 minutes and then we'll again reduce the temperature to 130 degrees Celsius. After that, you're going to cover it with another parchment paper on top to prevent it for further browning and to retain some moisture. It will bake for another 40 minutes until the skewer come out clear. Our Christmas cake is here and it's done. The aroma here it's heavenly. Leave it in your tin to cool down a bit before transferring it to your wire rack. And we're just on Christmas mood everywhere. The skewer is coming out clear. Transfer it on a wire rack to cool further and feed it with the liquor of your choice before it cools down completely. Use a skewer to poke the cake, make some holes so that when you are brushing in your liquor, it will penetrate deep down. So I'm going to use this pastry brush. You can even use a spraying bottle if you have and just spray it. This cake is normally done weeks before Christmas. We'll just keep it in a cool place and you will be feeding it in with some alcohol like after 3 days or even a week till day of Christmas. So I just want to show you how inside look. Thereafter, I will take this piece back and wrap it with the cling film paper until the Christmas day. This Christmas fruit cake is very moist and rich and flavorful and very delicious, of course. This Christmas fruit cake can be made in different ways. It doesn't necessarily have to be dark in color. It can be light, it can be spongy, moist, and even dense. You can choose to frost it or even just dust it with the icing sugar. And I like mine nude like this. And I will wrap it with the cling film and store it until Christmas Day. It was nice having you around, and if you find this kind of content useful, don't forget to subscribe if you haven't and like the video. I will see you in my next. Have a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year.